What can you say about Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac? A lot. But here's what I'll say. Fannie and Freddie are government-sponsored enterprises, meaning they're part private, part public. Initially, the money did come from the private sector, investors. But Fannie and Freddie do not pay local and state taxes. They were subject to less stringent regulatory capital requirements than the private sector, and they benefited for decades from an implicit government guarantee of their debt. That gave them a cheaper cost of capital relative to the private sector. Because they were a GSE, they were Congress's pet, as well as numerous administrations. These were policymakers that wanted to look good by putting middle and lower income families in housing. And of course, Fannie and Freddie returned the favor with lobbying and putting the occasional housing project in the right congressman's district. Because they are a GSE, they are a mortgage monster, they guarantee 10 trillion subprime Alt-A mortgages or mortgage-backed securities. That's about $1.6 trillion. Because they are a GSE, they smother competition. Because they are a GSE, they could stuff any criticism. Why are you against housing for poor people? Because they are a GSE, they were able to skate past an earnings scandal, I think this was about 2003, that would have destroyed anyone in the private sector. They did come out of that scandal chastened with a renewed focus on their core mission, which was guaranteeing mortgages for middle and lower income families. But that's when the real trouble started. They were put in conservatorship in September of 2008, and up until the end of 2009, they have gone through almost $300 billion in taxpayer money. And it's all off budget because they're a GSE. Wind these guys down, put them out of their misery, and give the mortgage market back to the private sector.